All right, so this is the program that was suggested by the Tops in the program, the chapter program section of the website. All the members can get to that. So we're going to go over this tonight. So this is basically practicing saying no when somebody offers you food as a reward. All right, so we all love to be recognized for our weight loss efforts and hard work, but do you seem to be plagued by friends and family who shower you with love and food during the holidays? Can you relate to some of the following tempting statements? Oh, you've done so well. Let's go out for supper and celebrate. You can have leftovers of the turkey stuffing now because you have reached your goal. How about a piece of pie? One slice won't hurt. One slice won't hurt. I made this just for you. You deserve a bite. So what are some other comments you've heard that people have said to you to tempt you to eat something? Anybody?
That just one piece won't hurt.
My mother used to say that to us all the time.
You've reached, you're so thin. You can eat some things now.
Yep. And
I
most
still got 25 pounds to lose.
Well, I think a lot of times people see what we have done and not where we want to go.
Right.
I think that's the reason, but anytime we celebrate or any kind of gathering revolves around food. Or pretty much anytime we celebrate something, it's like, okay, what we're going to bring to eat, so, all right. So food attached to the emotion of love is something we see throughout our lives. Almost every event we have is connected to food and the feel good emotion we get with family and friends around. Your friends and family have watched your journey and are proud of your accomplishments and want to shower you with food love. They probably don't have any other ideas of what else they can do for you. So if you can't seem to get away from someone always baking something for you or insisting you take some of your favorite dish, you can tell them you just want to taste now and we'll have the rest save the rest for later when you're hungry. Then give them a hug and change the subject. So if you redirect the focus from the food, then you can celebrate the choice you made later. So what do y'all think about that method? So just have a bite.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Redirect. That's really good. Change the subject.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times or sometimes it's hard to change the subject because they keep going back to it, So, if you can control the craving that you have for a particular food, especially when, somebody brings something to a gathering that you haven't had for a long time, that's always been your favorite, you can have just one taste and maybe take some home with you, but not take the whole dish. And at least you'll make them feel good. Whether you eat it or not at home, they'll never know because they're not watching. But, they may want you to have a little taste there. But yeah, turning the focus away from the food as much as possible will help us keep us from overeating. All right.
I wish when I were a child and I kept eaten and eaten more cake or whatever, like a whole bag of cookies before, and I could get away with it. Nobody ever said anything, or you can't do that, or the serving size is such and such. I wish I had known, or someone said that could not good for you. Why don't you just eat this much and we'll have that another time. There were never any boundaries. I never had any boundaries set.
Right. Yeah, we didn't either. We didn't either. And and a lot of older people were like that. They didn't put those boundaries on their kids. All right, somebody else want to read the next section here?
There may be some people who are jealous of the progress you have made, and so they will try to sabotage you by offering you food. You can smile, say no thanks, and walk away. You've just taken control of the situation and made another wise decision. How else can you take control of the situation? You could say things like, give them a hug if you dare these days. Give them a hug and say, just no thanks, and then walk away. I don't know. It's hard to walk away.
It really is. There's that saying that, let's say I serve my friends cake so they can get bigger so I can look smaller.
Yeah, I've heard that before.
I can't remember exactly what it says, but that's what it means. But there is certain people out there that does not have as much success as you might have, and feel like that, they need to sabotage you with food. So I guess we could actually offer them an alternative to what they're serving, or, take the food and a serving size of the food rather than, a big plate of it.
Do like kids do. They take all this food and then they throw it in the trash.
Exactly. Exactly.
But they're throwing the good stuff away. Like, I don't know anybody that does that now. I just figured at school they would. But anyway.
Well, that I have seen like families at buffets, and the kids get all this food, and then they eat a bite or two of it, and then they're done. It's like their eyes are bigger than their stomach.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's good food, sometimes it's not so good food. But, if we eat like a child, or eat like a thin person, eat like a skinny person, that would help us out. We could, but, you've got to take control of what you put on your plate, or, if it's on your plate, what you to put in your mouth.
I wouldn't feel so bad if I really recognized that they were jealous and the reason they were offering it to me was for sabotage. I don't think I would feel so bad then. And I don't think people consciously do that. Yeah.
They probably do. They probably do. And maybe they don't realize they're doing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe they don't realize they're doing it. I don't know.
Because if I thought they were doing it, I wouldn't have a hard time saying no and walking away.
Right. Or you would say, why are you doing that to me? I can't eat that.
Yeah. If it was a cousin or something, yeah, I could.
Yeah. But sometimes when people are jealous of you, it may be family members that are struggling to lose as well. All right. Betty, you or Carol want to read the Show Me the Love?
Sure. Show me the love. You've worked so hard to get to the place you are now. So let your friends and family know how they can really help you on your weight loss journey. Have a conversation with them and tell them how you feel. Give them ideas of what they can do to show their love without involving food. At my last retreat, I asked the members attending what kind of non-food reward they like to receive or give themselves. How about reviewing the following list of ideas that you can share with friends and family for ways they can demonstrate their love for you without food? Let's discuss them in your own ideas study chapter.
All right, so if I can get my mouse working. So here's some ideas of gifts and rewards that we could give people, or people could give us, or you could give ideas to people so they don't give us food. The first one is money to put toward a TOPS retreat, gym membership, or an overnight getaway. Money always works. Yeah. So you could always put it in a piggy bank so you can save up for a new outfit when you reach your goal.
That's cool.
So you can offer to meet with your friend for a walk instead of going out to eat, or just for coffee or something like that. All right. A manicure or a pedicure. They get, most places give gift certificates. So you could always have one on hand, to give somebody. A massage, a movie ticket, but you got to go past the popcorn counter. A charm bracelet. Each charm can be used to mark a special milestone and achievement. Help with grocery shopping, cooking, or cleaning, or other basic chores. And of course, hugs are always free and good for you. So what's some other stuff that we could give people ideas to reward us, or non-food gifts?
A good book, maybe.
Yep. Good book.
Or a video.
Yeah. A video.
Maybe not going out spending money for a manicure or pedicure, but getting together and helping each other do a manicure or pedicure.
Yeah.
Together, or a facial.
Mm-hmm. Or when you go on a picnic, don't take food, but take, games to play, or, you can take your, nail polish and, have your mani-pedi there on a picnic, and, in a park or something. Going for a nature hike.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Meeting up at a park.
Mm-hmm. Or, you could always go to some attraction that both of you wanted to go to. So instead of using that money for food, you could use it for that attraction. All right, Betty, do you want to read the wrap up?
I will if I can see it. I'm
Well,
having a hard time because I'm on a tablet, a Kindle, and I have a very small screen, so I don't see all of it. I see wrap up, remember. Okay, wait a minute, I see it now. Well, I did. Okay, your picture is, okay, there it is. Wrap up. Remember that you always have a choice if your loved ones aren't listening to you. Figure out a way to make that work in your favor. The last thing you need is to be stressed over someone else's food issues. Let them know that supporting your goals is a great expression of love and the best thing they can do for you.
very good. So I think the best support is to let everybody know, not just TOPS members, but let your family members know as well that, you're trying to live a healthier life and, or a healthier lifestyle. And, see if they have other ideas rather than, getting together for food, food functions or at least, you know, helping you find lower calorie recipes that they can, or different ways that they can fix a recipe, to help out as well. And it can't be bad for anybody else, to do that too. So we just have to let people know that, that we are trying to follow that healthy lifestyle.
I do have a little niece that her family gets together around Christmas time and does these awesome different cookies and stuff. And that's one reason I gained 13 pounds one time. So, so I said, I love you, but if you bring things here, they have to go back.
Yeah.
And I had to turn away, because I remember that and can't do it. And didn't feel good anyway. I felt always tired and just yucky. So
Yeah.
sure wasn't helping me.
Yeah. So when you do have a food function, just let them know ahead of time that whatever you bring, you got to take it back. Or if people don't want to take it back, send it home with somebody else.
Yep, and that, yeah. Chips, dip, sweets.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yep.
And I did do the unpardonable sin of throwing a cake in the trash one time because nobody would take it home. And they said, well, throw it in the trash. And so first time in my life I did.
Did you feel guilty about it?
For a little bit I did, but it was better than ending up in me.
So it's going to waste one way or the other. So, but you did good. That's one of those things that you control the situation.
It wasn't a homemade cake. It was like it was like half of a birthday cake from a sheet cake from like Sam's or something. I mean, they're good, okay, but it wasn't like a homemade cake that was getting thrown away.
Well, that's probably easier to throw away than one, say that's a homemade pound cake or something,
Oh yeah, I'd have to give that to somebody.
Well, you could always freeze it in single pieces.
Yeah, no, I can't.
It'd be hard to stop at one piece.
No, I can't do it anymore because it's got wheat in it. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
So, not so bad.
Well, very good. So, this is a little bit, I mean, we've all talked about, ways to get away from, using food or, accepting food and, telling people no, but, this is just a few more things to think about, different ways to think about, how to tell people no when it comes to food and be polite about it.
Hey, I think we should take the first one, the ideas for non-food gifts and rewards, the money part, and blow it up and put it on the fridge. The one that's talking about money.
Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah. money to put towards something.
Yeah.
And blow it up so it's in plain sight.
Yep. Or picture a picture of what you really want on a jar. And then that way you put your money in that jar until you get what you
Yeah.
need,
Yeah, that's a good idea.
get what you want. All right, hold on just a minute. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording because